And ladies and gentlemen, game number 1 of Aurora versus BONKZ in this best of 2 on Sleeping Giant. Marseille and Gdansk bands. Let's see what the teams bring and how they play. 4. Love when they give us new accounts. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, for the side of AU, we've got Groz, Ragnar, Gearing, Stalingrad, Moskva, Montana, Vermont, Minnow, and Des Moines. For the side of BONKZ, we've got Lejheru, Marceau, Lejheru, Lej Des Moines, Minotaur, Petro, Stalingrad, Vermont, and Vermont. So let's see how they spread out and how they're going to play this as we move forward. So, initial thoughts as we look at and assess the teams. Double Vermont versus Montana, Vermont. Des Moines from both teams. Stalingrad, Minnow from both teams. Difference of Moskva, Petro. And then Gearing, Grozovoy, Ragnar is set up a lot differently than Double Heru, Marseille. The Herus are there, obviously, to smoke up Minnow and Des Moines. Gearing can smoke up one. Grozovoy is interesting choice here. And then Ragnar Radar does give them a slight advantage. But we go look at that Grozovoy. I mean, he's speed boosting, he's got the smoke, he's got the heal, so he's going to be able to play with the Minnow. It's an intriguing choice that we've seen some of, but not a ton of. And so we're going to keep an eye on that and monitor to see how that goes, because that will be interesting to see what they're going to do from there. And so, as we look in here, I mean, you can see the early cap at C for the side of BONKZ. They get the Marceau in there really quick. He's going to have to watch out. He's going to be spotted by Ragnar fairly soon. And he's moving across the cap well to just barely stay out of it. But he's going to run out of ability to stay out of it fairly soon. Now, the danger for him here is the Torps, but it looks like he's going to dodge the Torps, and we'll go from there. There we go. And so he'll duck out. Heru will have seen some of those Torps, and he'll move, but early cap taken for the side of the team of BONKZ. AU moving forward, they're getting positioned on A. Harugamo and Des Moines going out. China playing very slow. I mean, you can see their focus mainly towards C. Interesting that neither team is challenging in on neither team is challenging in onto that mid cap yet. Now, Stalingrad of Tester takes a massive chunk from the Vermont of White Snow. That really hurts there. Early start, but just absolutely just got blapped for 50,000 health and change. Almost 60,000, actually. Vermont spotting the Moskva. Watch these shells coming in. Does Tamori have the ability to dodge? Will the shells hit? They do hit the island, and they're just going to miss. And so BONKZ takes a big early hit, and that's going to really affect their chances. And now here comes the first play. So the Grozavoy spotted. He'd already taken damage. Des Moines going to move forward. They'll have him radar for 40 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Penguin Cola going to be in real trouble trying to get out of here. He has the heal going, but will it be enough? You can see the Vermont shells coming in. Disquarius, Green, and Dyer trying to finish him. Penguin Cola goes down. Grimoire Weiss gets the kill. And first blood, ladies and gentlemen, goes to the side of BONKZ. And now that really does help negate the Stalingrad because... damage, because the Stalingrad took a lot of damage early on, but the fact of the matter is, even though he's down to 25,000, they don't have a Grozavoy in position to farm him out, burn him, get him off the field. Taking a look at the other side, Harugumo and Minnow are sitting out there, but here comes the push from Aurora. Call Me Junjun moving into C, and Akutagawa, Koyori, and Tajsa kiting in behind in position to help. The Des Moines is spotted, but they're not going to be able to do anything about C, and so that points lead will start to drop. Now, Ragnar is spotted courtesy of the Minnow radar. Minnow not going to smoke. He is going to take a torp, though. 15k. Has to DCP. Harrow going to sit and put the smoke up to try to give them protection. C is no longer be taken. And interesting move here from the side of BONKZ. The Marceau not going for B because the Moscow's right there. Streaming full speed through to take A. They're going to let the Haru sit out there, protect the Des Moines as the Vermont moves up. But they're going to be able to use the Marceau to get themselves sorted and situated properly. And so we see the radar come in here from the Moskva, the Hydra of the Minnow. They're going to spot the Marceau taking the cap. Challenge is, what do you do to deny this? You've got 10 seconds left. The Montana doesn't have the angle quite yet. And Minnow takes a big hit. He's got to be very careful. Here come the shots, but it's going to be too late in onto the Marceau. Marceau, actually, they're not even going to shoot the Marceau. They're just going to try to keep working Admiral Tester. Doesn't matter. Vermont moves up. And watch, if he has the shells ready, doesn't look like he does, Minnow is going to get away around the island. Meanwhile, Harugumo of Todd Howard does take a bit of damage on a fight. Looks like he most likely took a torp based on the damage. And Des Moines still having radar ready. So C is contested and taken now by the side of Aurora. BONKZ up 300 points, and they're still up the ship. They are down health, and Vermont of Kermit is going to definitely be feeling the pain for a while. But you're going to start to see the maneuvering here. So Marceau of Battleship Nagato spotted. He's just going to dive in and sit because he knows he can't go across that. Petro doesn't have radar for another 23 seconds. But the Vermont now is on the full push through. Haru and Des Moines are just going to start to farm down the Montana. Grimoire can keep moving up, and the Grimoire is going to be able to put some major pressure here onto the side of A because of the fact that the Minnow's now been forced. The Montana's getting forced out. Dyer does take some damage. They're getting some nice damage on him. He'll go dark, but he will take another hit. Down to 13-9. That's a lot of damage there for not forcing out a DCP and only making a heal be used. Shots in, only 4k on to Hanabi Taikai. And so shots back at Grimoire. They continue to do a little bit of damage, but Hanabi doing a really good job of staying healthy there. and gets a nice 10k return chunk onto Grimoire. Now, Moskva is spotted moving through that by the Marceau. Marceau is going to open up. Tomori is going to get dark, but how much damage does he take on those shots? Takes about 9k from the Vermont of Kermit. And now here continues to be the focus just on trying to get Hanabi out. Hanabi down to 71k. Interesting that he is switched over to HE. They want to burn the Vermont. Now, Vermont not in danger of taking those Torps, but they can't see the Minnow yet. Overall, game state right now does favor BONKZ. They're up a ship. They've got this flank able to move up and area deny. The Marceau is forcing the Moskva out. The Petro, while being damaged, is in a better spot. Well, so yep, still in a better spot. Waiting to see those shots come in. Than the Moskva. And with the Petro coming out, if the Petro radars, that Minnow just dies. Intriguing that they haven't chosen to yet. Because they know where the two DDs were. They know where the two DDs were, but they haven't taken advantage of the Petro radar yet to spot. Because that Minnow would be absolutely dead to rights if they did. Now, Grimoire takes a big hit from the Montana. Montana up to 71,000 health. With heals left. And they do spot the Minnow now. Watch the Minnow here. If Petro has the guns ready, this should be devastating there. 15k off the Minnow. And Emiya really in a dangerous spot. Here come shots out. Down to 1,000. Down to 6,000. Here come the Petro shots. They're trying to keep him. Stalingrad of Admiral Tester, though, has him dead to rights if they're not very careful. Emiya trying to move up, provides some protection. Shots are in, they're a little bit behind. They only get him to 4,000, but he's on fire. That, ladies and gentlemen, will be the kill on the Minnow. Minnow returns some damage to the Marceau of Battleship Nagato. Now White Snow and Stalingrad of Yuko move up. Admiral Tester has managed to back himself up into a position to challenge, but this does become a very, very tense situation still. Watch these shots in here on the Stalingrad, ladies and gentlemen. Shots are in. 30,000 damage onto Yuko Yoshida. And AU doesn't look right now like they have an answer for BONKZ on Sleeping Giant. They got that really nice early shot into Admiral Tester, but since then, they've just been absolutely on the back foot the entire time. So with them on the back foot, I'm just looking for where do they come in and have a chance to pull this out. And so Yuko forced back, shots coming in from the Des Moines. They're trying to get the damage onto him. They will get him a little bit. Not a ton though. But 400-point lead for the side of BONKZ. Here comes the push, though. Admiral Tester is in a bit of danger. The Moskva of Tomori now moves up, and they're going to have shot line onto Stalingrad. Tester healing, but does not have DCP. Watch these shells in, though. Big hits, and now Addy's just going to get over the island, and unfortunately for Tomori, he just doesn't have the ability to stay there safely. And oh, everybody goes up on him now. Tomori goes down. Would have been better against the other side of the island, but that's okay. He might get Tester, depending on how recent that fire was. It looks like it might be too. This is going to be tight on Tester. He's got DCP in 8 seconds. Looks like he is going to go out, ladies and gentlemen. So we will see the first kill for Aurora on this map. They get the Stalingrad finished out. They're still down by 2 ships and almost 400 points, though. They've desperately moving in towards B. You can see that positioning starting, but I mean, honestly, the issue is that it's just, you've been locked out really well here by the side of BONKZ. Gearing gonna move up. He's gonna be spotted by the Petro. Petro gonna start to move forward. This is going to be a good chance to kill off the Petro of Chuck, because White Snow gonna pinch from the front, and then if the Gearing cannot lose his torpedo tubes, he should be able to go around the back. But he is taking a lot of damage. Down to 9,000. Oh, and he hits the island. He hits the island, ladies and gentlemen, and Chazsaw backs up. But the shells just keep pouring in. And Aurora, I think they know at this point that it's all but doomed. Gearing will get out of here successfully for the moment. Vermont moves forward. Here come the shots on the Petro we talked about. Shots in, only 12k. Not enough. And the Des Moines gets responded back with 12k from the Vermont of their own. And now the Minnow's just going to sit there and radar. And then the Petro can radar. And by the time both those finish, it'll be almost time for the Hydro to be up again for the Petro. BONKZ just clamping down slowly but surely. You can see everything taking damage. The Vermont, 63,000, takes 2 torps down to 41k, has to heal and DCP. They continue to put the shots in on Chuk, another 8k, but it's just not enough damage here. And now White Snow just getting absolutely AP farmed by the Des Moines of Disquarius. And there goes the Vermont, courtesy of Grimoire Weiss. 2 minutes and 3 seconds until
the enemy's victory draws near.
The Stalingrad looks like he's going to go down. Just 2 minutes to victory. Here comes the push from the Gearing. Will it be a kill? Torp dump. Here come the shots in, though. How much more does he get? He dumps one set. Does he dump the other set? He does dump the other set. They get the Haru of Todd Howard's Radiant AI, though, with the Des Moines of Akutaga. Here come the Torps. Torps are in. He'll take one. He does not take a second, but he does go broadside in front of Stalingrad. And ladies and gentlemen, there will be a third kill for the side of AU. And AU, even though they're not going to win this game, are making the best effort they can. Because what's going to happen here is BONKZ's Addy Minnow is going to come around, kill the Des Moines. Basically right here. And it doesn't matter that he got the full salvo off. Even if that were to magically kill, which it only does 5,000, it wouldn't be enough. Here comes the kill into Stalingrad of Yuko, and now it's just 45 seconds, and nobody took the B cap this game. But Call Me Junjun and the Montana of Hanabi are the only things left alive, but with 36 seconds left, BONKZ will be your winner of game number 1. They will take that 1-0 lead and look to claim the full 2 points, which are much needed if you want to move on. And so you see, there it is officially. BONKZ does win the game, ladies and gentlemen. They're up 1-0, and we're moving on to our next game.
We stand victorious.
So our next game will be on Warriors Path. Oh, new logo for BONKZ. That is... Okay, that's actually kind of cool. We had not seen that one.